It's there we go. Okay, yeah, the picture. That's all right. I wish it were a little more crisp than that, but that's something that we can do for 2022 is continue to improve our equipment, and things
Why
like
don't you
that.
use the other HD camera for?
I've got to set up different connectors for it and everything.
Okay.
I've got to work on that. But that's the things we can try. We're already looking forward to, what things we want to do for 2022. Let's send out 2021. And we've got a few folks here. Hey,
Hey,
Mario and Alex and I and Sarah Austin. Hey guys.
hey guys,
Yeah.
yo!
All
Happy
right.
New Year!
Yeah. Yes. Happy New Year. You guys are going to hear a lot of stuff in the background, probably because there are folks. Sounds like they're like right across the street or right next door or something. Popping fireworks and stuff.
Oh,
So
and incidentally, they will be selling fireworks late into the night at the fireworks stand. So if you're like, we've wrapped up and I want to go race and get some fireworks, go ahead.
fire up mortar cannons in the backyard. Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. Um.
If you're not calling if they're not calling the police, you haven't fired popped enough fireworks.
Yes. Oh, hey, some we have someone moo. I'm a cow. So excited! I'm finally awake for a live service. Awesome. Well, welcome. Um. Yeah, but well, it's kind of fun reading. As I'm reading people's handles
Yeah.
like when we go to do divinations and stuff like that. It's kind of fun. But or what was so funny was one of our friends Lego fan guy vid.
Yeah.
When you're seeing it all as one word and you don't have the context, I was like Lego Van Guyvid. So I was thinking of something weird and mystical, but it was Lego fan guy. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yes.
But yeah, so glad to have everyone. Yeah, our friend Preston is in the back. We're in the back. He's in the living room
Yeah.
playing an online D&D game. So
Yes.
hopefully we won't be screwing up each other's bandwidth.
And I chose to be here with you guys because I just couldn't miss you on a Friday night.
Oh yeah, well, as I explained to Darren, it's like no, people would miss you if you weren't here. You add an element to everything, and you're kind of part of the package. So, um, yeah, and Yamanu's actually entertaining a neighbor this evening, and so he'll be with us in spirit and catch us, on instant, not instant, but on replay.
Hopefully he's having spirit.
Mhm. Well, it's a neighbor. She lost her husband, I think, this year or last year, and they've been doing each other favors, being good neighbors, and so she, I think, cooked dinner, and they're hosting her, and so, you know, he'll be, tuning in later, and I said, that's the kind of thing that's how friendships are built, is things like
Yeah.
that. So, you're doing good for the world. So, hey everybody, yay, Yodi, you're here. Um,
Woo!
and yeah, I'm hoping that one cool thing on the offering plate tonight is some more chocolate, and I wanted to find something of an Asian New Year's persuasion, and mochi is actually a traditional thing that they have, like well, not like green tea mochi like this, but the original mochis, they're like made of rice flour, and you have to toast them in the oven. And our neighbor Mama Chan introduced us to those 20 years ago, and it was a New Year's thing. And I remember her telling us, chew these very slowly. It's easy to choke on them because they're so sticky. But that's
I
something.
miss her too, man.
Yeah, I do. But and I hope she's doing well. But I think she'd be 89 this year.
Yeah, we need to find a way to go
That's
see
here.
her.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, so mochi is a themely thing, but also whenever my dad sends, it doesn't even have, it can't even be trouble to buy a gift card. He just sends a little money from my brothers. I say, you know what? I'm going to put that in the fund towards incorporating church. So this is going towards that. We should have enough this year that we can actually file to incorporate.
That's right.
So-
Conservative Christian money at work. Hot damn.
Yes. Well, yeah, here's the thing. Okay. He doesn't go to church anymore. I think secretly he doesn't really even believe anything.
Yeah.
He just is terrified of either his mother or the nuns that ran the school when he was in grade school
Yeah.
would like show up and wrap his knuckles, with a
If
ruler
none
or
of
something.
you have seen the 1986 comedy Dragnet, go watch it, because one of these days we're going to find out that your dad is the head of pagan, people against goodness and normalcy.
He's not cool enough for that.
I know, but still, go watch the film. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it is really funny, but he's not cool enough for that. But you know what? Like I said, there's a good use for his money, so it's on the offering plate. It's been earmarked, and it's one of those cases of, you know what, this would irritate you on some level, so I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So there we go. Oh, okay. Oh, and Akira is cooped up at home with COVID, but still kicking. Well, we're glad
We
you're...
love you, Akira.
Yeah.
Hey, Akira, keep calm, focus, do not explode.
Oh, I'm thinking of that Akira.
Yeah.
But only if she has a friend named Tetsuo.
I'm telling you what, she does.
But Sarah is saying in Russia there's a salad people make for New Year's called salad Olivier, and it's also celebrated on the 7th because of the difference between the Orthodox calendar versus
Yeah.
And it's an interesting salad. It has bologna in it. My dad liked it when he had it, and my mom, sister, and I hated it. But,
I'm a fan of bologna. I'll go for this.
yeah. Oh, and Kira says, no promises. So.
Love you too.
Yeah. But hope y'all are keeping it weird down in Austin.
Yeah.
But were you about to say something? Or?
No.
Okay.
Let's get this party started.
Indeed. Okay. Yes, and we had to move everything because the day after Christmas we were in here steam vacuuming with my brother. It was kind of weird.
But the place is clean.
Yeah, it is. Yes, so the temple space has been cleaned.
Yes.
I suspect learning to play a Neith flute would be kind of like this because the end is overblown, kind of like that. So. Love to get one, but those are kind of expensive.
Yeah, right now we'd have to say nay.
I know how I'm going to get you. By the way, I hope you guys enjoyed the video that I released earlier this week, and I'm trying to plan out several months in advance so that we can get some things going for next year.
Yeah.
But,
And so we can eventually take a vacation.
Well, just have enough flex time that if weird stuff happens, or if we get to go and do something cool, yeah, we can tape it. These cool waters are upon my hands. And they purify me. Stephanie, it purifies me. Hail unto you, Immature. We come unto you without falsehood and without evil. A purity is upon our hands, a purity is within our hearts. We cast out all evil that pertains to us. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure.
I love you, boo.
I love you too. That cleanse you one way or another. need one. All right. Oh yes, and our I feel like saying our lineup this evening is we have Neith, but also Min, and yeah, Darren was wondering if we're gonna take the Bath and Body Works ribbon off at midnight, um, which would be pretty.
Yeah.
So well, that would be pretty funny. Um, what probably a lot of people don't know is that we think of Min and his hometown was uh, now it's called Koptos, or at least the Greeks called it Koptos. Um, but he also was part of uh, Neith's group of deities in Sais. And so there are certain feasts, like today actually, where you have Neith and Min as Lord of Sais. So if you think about it, you know Neith was the creator deity, the central deity of the temple there. But she had her children and those in her circle, you know, her Enid, which would have included her son Tutu, um, Sobek, but also Min. And I think it's appropriate for tonight because if you remember, Neat, one of her titles was Opener of the Way. And so we're at New Year's Eve. We're opening the way to a new year. And Min chases away evil. So, yes.
If I catch you, you
Right.
get this.
Yeah, well, you know, but also now in it, you know, at his hometown in Coptos, it was close to the edge of the desert where there was a trail leading to the gold mines, and I think it led eventually to the Red Sea, to the port there to go
Right.
to the Horn of Africa and elsewhere. But so that was a way of travelers. So that's why he protected the travelers in the desert, you know. And so if you think about it, we're moving into a new year. Who better to honor than the ones who open the way and protect us,
Right.
you know. And Anubis also had a feast day today, so it's like, you know what, there's a lot of there's a lot of folks, they're all here. It's just me and Neat have center stage. And I'm also going to light our candle for Mahes because this weekend there's a cold weather front that's going to be coming through here in the U.S. and I don't want us to have a repeat of earlier in the month. So, we're going to ask his protection for people. So, you need to step out for a sec.
I wish you could.
But you'll be coming back.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
You're not going to get rid of me that easy.
Well, good. Okay. So, in the meantime, I'm going to welcome the Eye of Horus. Oh, come in peace. Bright Eye of Horus, come in peace. Receive the light. The Eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons. Evil hides in fear of it. Receive the light. The Eye of Horus destroys the enemies of Ra and all of their abodes till none remain. Receive the light. The Eye of Horus comes to the four corners of the world. To everyone who is tuning in now and who will be joining us later, this Eye of Horus comes and we are all purified with it. Receive the light. You arise in the Kepri, O Ra, spreading your light upon the earth. You set in peace in the mountains of Manu as a tomb. bringing your light to Duat. Shine upon earth as you do in heaven and Duat. Because Ra and Neith are both seen as creator deities, we will honor them both. Say hail and praise unto you, O Ra and Neith, who came from noon at the first time, for such is your uniqueness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, O Neith, who placed Hu at your left side, for such are the words you commanded. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, O Neith, who placed Sia at your right side, for such is your great wisdom. Hail and praise unto you, Ra, Neith, whose Hika goes before you, for such is your ability. Hail and praise unto you, Ra, Neith, who rule with Ma'at upon your brow, for such is your righteousness. Hail and praise unto you, Ra, Neith, Min, Lord of Sais, Anapu, you lords of love and lords of life. Grant us life, well-being, and health. May our eyes perceive your goodness and our hearts receive your wisdom. May you shine upon us as you traverse the sky, that we may bring to you Ma'at and cast out his fet. May you be with us through the dark hours of the night, your protection being before us and your strength being within us. And let us also invite and honor Sekhmet, also a mistress of fortune and of the arrows. May she protect us, bring us health and prosperity for the new year. Let me make sure that the candle will behave. There we go. I always love it with these candles how when it gets to the right level and the light is right behind the sun symbol and on the deities who have it, it just lights it up and it's really cool. But also, your son Mahes, Scarlet Lord, who is the Lord of Storms, may you please be with us this weekend as the weather changes and we are reminded of winter. May you protect us, help us protect our homes and our loved ones so that we can see this new year in safely. Take these, your cool waters, which are the inundation, that they may cool your hearts. Onit, Omin, Anapu, Sekhmet, Mahes. These cool waters are the Eye of Horus, that your hearts may be refreshed. Milk, milk, may you taste it in your shrine. We bring to you this milk which comes from the great flood, Oyunachiru, that you may drink of it and be pure. We give you incense. We give you incense, great purity. This incense is the Eye of Horus. Its fragrance comes to you. It cleanses you, it adorns you. It takes its place upon your hands. This incense is the Eye of Horus. And its fragrance comes to you. Take this, your bread on which gods live. Bread is the eye of Horus, so you know what you do. Lift it to your faces and be at peace with it. The gardens prosper and Hapi rejoices, overflowing with his meal. All right, and we fill the Eye of Horus for you with wine, O Ra, O Neith, Min Sais, Anapu, Mahas, Sekhmet. Drink and be pure. The doors of heaven and the doors of earth are open with libations for you within this house. May your faces be refreshed with your libations, your wine, and your water. Pure is Ra Horaketi within his house. Pure is Neith the Great within her house. Min, Lord of Sais, within his house. Anapu, upon his mountain within his house. And Mahas, the Scarlet Lord, within his house. Pure are the cause of all of these gods with this good myrrh that is given. Jehuti proclaims it. It is written in his house of sacred words. Hapi gives in abundance, thousands of offerings, all things good and pure. For Ra Horaketi, for Neith, for Min, for Sekhmet, for Mahas, for Anapu, for all of these Nechiru, in every place that their immortal cause dwell. Come to your body, O Ra Horaketi. Come to your body, O Neith, O Min, Mahas, Sekhmet, Anapu. Come to your bodies, O your Nechiru. Come to your invocation. Come unto us, your servants, who are mindful of your feasts and your offerings. Bring your power, your hika, your honor, and your ba to these your offerings, and partake of them. Come, O people. Raise these offerings before the faces of these gods. Lift the offerings before Ra, before Neith, before Min, before Sekhmet, before Mahas, before Anapu. All life comes from them. All health comes from them. All stability comes from them. All good fortune comes from them as it has since the first time. O Ra Horaketi and your son, the Osir Nisu Nebkepra, your foes retreat from you. Horus turns himself to his eye. Turn yourselves to these your offerings, and receive them from our hands. And from the gods to the blessed dead. We light this candle for them, that it may be the Eye of Horus, and light their way in Duat. And we bring them these cool waters from the table of Osiris, that their hearts may be refreshed. Rekerta henket kakao abdu senator merhat hutnibet nafret wabet achet nacharim and kawan achufunibu ma kerunibu kerunachara. A voice offering of bread, beer, 1,000 of beef and fowl, incense, oils, and all good and pure things on which a god lives, for the cause of all of these Akhu, all of these blessed dead, all true of voice before the great god. And now we come unto you, O Ra, O Neith, as Jehuti comes, our hands joined under Ma'at. Ma'at has come to be with you in every place where you are. An offering of Ma'at is made unto you, that your heart may be pleased and your ka shall live. Truly, your Enid has Ma'at, for they know you live in her. The Enid says unto you, your word is law eternally. This fat is cast out by your word. Rejoicing is yours every day. Ma'at has taken her place in your shrine. And throughout this new year, may we always act with gentility and compassion, for such is the first Ma'at. May we always offer charity and hospitality, for such is the second Ma'at. May we always respect consent and fidelity, for such is the third Ma'at. May we always avoid violence and promote wellness, for such is the fourth Ma'at. May we always speak words of truth, for such is the fifth Ma'at. May we always promote the public good, for such is the sixth Ma'at. May we always act humbly and with temperance, for such is the seventh Ma'at. May we always honor our gods and respect others, for such is the eighth Ma'at. May we uphold Ma'at like Jehuti, that we may witness Ra's perfection every day. Okay. We'll read a few. Let's see. A few hymns. We'll go in alphabetical order because it's just a little more expedient that way. So to Anubis. Hail and praise, O Anapu, great God upon your mountain, master of secrets in Duat, ruler of the west, fair son of Osiris, great physician who heals. Your seal is our protection. Crown prince of the Enid, keen-faced among the gods, you stand at Osir's side. You serve the blessed dead. They live because of you. Let's see. And to Min. Adoration to Min, to Horus praise, he with his arm upraised. Hail Min in his going forth, lofty of plumes, son of Osiris, born of Isis, great in the dual shrines, mighty in Ipu, O you of Gebju. Horus the strong-armed, lord of reverence who brings pride to silence, sovereign of the gods, fragrant when he comes from Midjaland. You of Utent, hail and praise. May you protect us as we transition from one year into the next, and as we go through 2022. May your strong arm of protection be over us. And I don't know why it is that I'm here, watch where you point that thing. It just comes to mind.
Well, I was going to mention that, if he guarded the trade routes and everything, he also directed traffic because he pointed you where to go and held up a hand to say stop. Or make a left turn.
I don't know. Well, that's funny. I have worked with Min a little bit, and it's funny. The obviously the whole sexual virility aspect is pretty obvious, but he also is really good if you need protection, if you're trying to banish negativity, and things like that. He's actually pretty good for that. So
Yeah.
yeah, he's really pretty cool. Just don't mind the obvious
Yes.
attribute there.
Yes. Forget the voodoo priestess. Get me in her face.
Oh,
The
you think
Adams
from
family.
Adam's family too?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But well, it's a very ancient idea,
Yeah.
scaring things away with that. Okay. Hail unto you, O Neith the Great, the one who existed before existence. You who made all that is, who created all that exists. Eldest of the primeval gods, the fashioner of Ra, mother of Ra, who was at the beginning. Unique one without equal, mistress of destiny, regent of fortune. Earth is under your command. One does not make plans without your knowledge. Queen of the gods in heaven, sovereign of the gods in the earth. Mistress of the bow, regent of the arrow, who keeps the arrow demons under your authority. Mistress of great fear, who created the twin crocodiles. Life and death are under your supervision. You fill sky and earth with your beauty. Light the two lands with the rays of your eyes. You encompass your sun as the light of the two lands. Father of fathers, who makes fertile the seed of gods and men. Great cow who nourishes all things. Mother of mothers, who is like no other. O Neith, O opener of the way. Open the way for us to a new year. Open the way for us to prosperity, to better health, to more time with our loved ones, and to help us as we go on our own paths and figure out which way we need to go. And since it's New Year's, we should certainly read our litany to Sekhmet. Hail, O Sekhmet, who presides over the land, Lady of flourishing, generous one, Sekhmet, who protects the two lands. Come to us who are under your sway. Save us, protect us, and preserve us from the first arrow of famine. Hail, Sekhmet, O Curl, O hidden lady, Wajit the great. Come to us who are under your sway. Save us, protect us, and preserve us from the second arrow of drought. Hail, Sekhmet, who moves in light, who terrifies the gods with her massacre. Come to us who are under your sway. Save us, protect us, and preserve us from the third arrow of war. Hail, Sekhmet, who guides mankind, Lady of the dual shores, mistress of humanity. Come to us who are under your sway. Save us, protect us, and preserve us from the fourth arrow of terror. Hail, Sekhmet, great shining one, foremost in the mansion of flame, who terrorizes the two lands with fear. Come to us who are under your sway. Save us, protect us, and preserve us from the fifth arrow of storm. Hail, Sekhmet, who loves Ma'at and hates Zizvet, Lady of the people. Come to us who are under your sway. Save us, protect us, and preserve us from the sixth arrow of oppression. Hail, Sekhmet, Uraeus, who opens the acacia, great and sovereign one. Come to us who are under your sway. Save us, protect us, and preserve us from the seventh arrow of disease. May we finally see an end to this pandemic in 2022. And I tell you what, we will also mention our other opener of the way, Wepawet. And since I have two jackal statues on either side, so it's real easy to say, well, one is Anubis and the other is Wepawet. Okay. Hail, O Wepawet, great god, Lord of Rosatau, Lord of the cavern and Lord of the sacred land. Hail, O Wepawet, Lord of Abydos, defender of his father and controller of the two lands, great opener of the way. Be our guide, be our steady companion, and help us to find our way in this new year. Okay, and if anybody has any requests for other prayers that they want to read, we can do that. I'm gonna include one more for Osset because she also had a feast. Actually, really, what's funny is there's something called the Awakening of Isis, but then there also is a going forth for Set. Um, but I said, you know what, putting those two next to each other on the altar, they don't always get along. So I was like, let me just have them in their usual places. Yes. Oh, JK. Okay, here we go. She is the one who pours out the inundation, which makes all people live and green plants grow, who provides sacred offerings for the gods and voice offerings for the Akh spirits. Because she is Lady of Heaven, her husband is Lord of Duat, and her son is Lord of the land. Her husband is the pure water, renewing himself at Biga at his time. She is Lady of Heaven, Earth, and Duat, having brought them into being through what her heart conceived and her hands created. She is the Ba which is in every city, watching over her son Horus and her brother Osiris. Hail unto you, Aset. And Set, who also has jurisdiction, if you will, over storms. Hail, Osutek, son of Nut, great of strength in the bark of millions, chosen one of Ra Horaketi, bull who dwells in the northern sky. Fearsome one, at whom all lands tremble. Great is your war cry, great is your might. Your wasp scepter stretches over the sky. You stand at the zenith of the stars. Lord of storms, Lord of dread, your voice is thunder in the heavens. You slay the fiend from the prow of Ra's bark. Protect us from evil and grant us long life. Here we go. All right, let me make sure that this thing is. Okay, yeah, hold on. I'll check. Price of extra X. There we go. Much better. There we go. So she's shining bright again. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Melos comes in and says, "Hey, everyone." He says, "I saw the notification on my phone for this, and I was like, work break, come sooner." Oh, okay, well, you know what Kira's saying? We're about to start a new physical training program. I don't know who to ask for prayer for vitality and physical strength. Well, Min could be one. Sekhmet would be another. So, yeah, we certainly can ask them. I'm scrolling back. Oh, Alejandro lost a little dog a few days ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, ask Betty White to take care of it.
Huh.
She was a big time dog person.
Yeah.
Because we lost her today as well.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, an early prayer request, grandmother and aunt along in blessed life. Honor Sobek. Prayers for this year to go well. Yeah. And prayers for figuring out what to do next for therapy. A lot of foggy memories and trying to get rid of bad memories and trauma. It sounds like.
Take it slow. Don't put expectations on yourself.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And having a doctor talk to me about a potential diagnosis that I've been seeking for years. May they, Okay. Wow. Let's see. Prayers for loved ones who've gone across the veil, definitely. Okay, so the Lulu link isn't working. I'm gonna have to check that out then. I guess it's the one that I put in the description. Uh, like I said, I'll have to check that. Thanks for letting me know. Um, okay, and yes, I figured definitely because it's a new year, some divinations, would definitely be in order. So, Sarah and sarcastic.
No way.
Ha ha ha. Yeah. Okay, and someone else is saying a prayer for health is my wife and I are battling COVID.
Shit.
Yeah. Prayers for finding my birth family. Okay. Alrighty, and let's see. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let me. Okay. Yeah. I figured we need some of those. So let me go down the list here, and I'll scroll back where we started. Uh. Okay. Yeah. Sarah, and then sarcastic, and then Akira. Okay. Okay. So for Sarah Austin. You got a couple of them. So Sarah, here's your first one. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the conquest of it.
Amen.
I think that might have been in reference to some of the things you were talking about. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is the conquest of it. I'm immediately thinking of that John Wayne quote that we have. Darren's dad was a big fan of John Wayne. And so we got a little magnet that we put next to his flag on the mantle. And it's a quote of John Wayne's that says, "Courage is being scared to death and saddling up anyway." So it's very, very similar. But that was your first one. You've got another one, Sarah. So we'll open that one. It says, "Do it now. Today will be yesterday tomorrow."
I think that says everything you need.
Yes. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is the conquest of it. Do it now. Today will be yesterday tomorrow. So I know you're dealing with a lot of, issues with anxiety and things like that. And they're telling you, find that inner voice that, pushes you forward and don't be afraid and don't worry about the gods judging you. This is them encouraging you and saying you can do it.
Right.
And we're not critical of you. This is, this is positive.
Remember, anxiety is a question mark. Reality is a period.
So don't worry that they're thinking poorly of you. They're not. Otherwise, you wouldn't be getting, messages like that. So okay, that's Sarah. And then sarcastic. Okay, sarcastic, and then Akira. So all right then. That's what happens when you don't give yourself enough space to step. But there we go. Sarcastic. No way. Okay. Sarcastic? A kiss is not a kiss without the heart. So don't go through the motions or something if it's not something that you really want to do. Just kiss is not a kiss without the heart.
Oh.
Hmm. Okay, and Akira. Akira, it says, in prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends.
Ah.
So, but you know what? You've got friends with us, so we're all gonna forge ahead into 2022 together.
That's right.
So, but that might be a message about again, knowing which friends are really going to stick with you and which ones are fair weather friends. And it's funny, I kind of had to deal with a little bit of that this year too. So yeah, it might be part of it. So okay. All right. Okay, yeah, all right. I'm trying to make sure I get everybody without skipping anyone. My birth family, sir. Okay, so Kai Sobek, and then Alejandro, and then Melos. So, our friend Kai Sobek, life, prosperity, and health to his family, his grandmother and his aunt, and to him, and guidance. So, okay. Kai Sobek, it says, you have become known for your generosity. And I get the sense that there are folks in your family, they know what a good person you are, and I know you have like a cousin, and there are other people, and I get the sense that if you were wondering about somebody, and what do they think of you, they don't worry about it. They know you love them. So if you were, that's just the vibe that I'm getting. Um, Hopefully that fits into the right place for you. But so Kai Sobek and then Alejandro. Wow. Okay. That one's sort of waiting to come out. Okay. Alejandro, it says, the most beautiful adventures are not those we go to seek. It's the unexpected ones. That might be.
They just find us.
Yeah. Yeah. So don't worry about looking too hard for things. The good things are just going to come, and you're not even going to be expecting them. The most beautiful adventures are not those we go to seek. And sometimes sometimes you find beauty at home.
I love you too.
Love you too.
I find it every day. We have the best priestess ever.
Well, thanks, guys. Let's see. Okay. 100. And Melos. I love a divination from Gib. Okay, Melos, then Tegan, and then Alex Knight. Okay. Oh, so just got off work. Welcome. Let's see. And Devin's, hopefully this year's better for me. I've been having a run of bad luck. I totally feel you, Devin, because for me, 2021 was worse than 2020. 2020 was hectic, but you know, I didn't lose people that year. I did this year.
Yeah,
so
we did this year.
I totally feel you. You know, so we're all hoping for something better for 2022. So let's see. We'll start with Melos and then Tegan. Melos. Oh, here we go. This one is lively. To get respect from others, one must first give respect to others. So, Melos, that one was for you. Tegan. Wow. They just said, here you go. Tegan, it says the first attempt is the most difficult. So, don't be discouraged. The first attempt is the most difficult. It will be less when you try again. So there you go. Let's see. Okay, Alex, and then Don Peligro. Alex Knight, and I'm thinking of Knight Rider now, and it's all your fault, Darren.
You're welcome.
So he's a big Knight Rider fan. Alex Knight. Alex. Only the educated are free. If you were thinking about going to school or going back to school, that might be a statement of affirmation there. Only the educated are free. But there's lots of ways to educate yourself, but I suspect you'll know what that one is about. Alex, Don Peligro, and then Serrano. Okay, come on. Don, this one is yours. And it says, you are surrounded by true friends. Now I'm getting a sense that it may be, you're surrounded by true friends. Don't be afraid to reach out to them. And you'll know who they are. You know, it's not often I get something, you know, really clear like that, but that was like the extra sentence. I just got that. So hopefully that helps. So, and Serrano. Oh, wow. You got two. There's one might be for the little one. Don't know. Oh. Wow. Serana, this first one says, all things have a cause. Look into your past for an answer.
Wow.
Yes, that was amazingly direct. Now, there's another one. And this one says, to give happiness is to deserve happiness. Okay, all things have a cause. Look into the past for your answer, for an answer. To give happiness is to deserve happiness. And if you might be trying to sort some things out with maybe some family members or friends or something like that, something else in your life, they may be pointing the way. But there you go. Put all those in there. Okay, so David Gonzalez is next. And Solemn Sun. Okay. And Melis has to go back to work, but love that. Have a good one and Happy New Year to you too. And oh wow, and Alex is starting classes this Monday. Awesome. So okay, let me see. Okay, so David Gonzalez and Solemn Sun. Alrighty. Wow. David, you got two as well. This is interesting. Well, David, this is an interesting one. I've gotten this one before once or twice. Discontent is the first necessity of progress. And I think that fortune tends to point towards great undertakings. Discontent is the first necessity of progress. If there's something you're unhappy about, do something about it. But now here's another one. So let's put them together and see what they say. And it says, you are not a person who can be ignored. Wow. Discontent is the first necessity of progress. You are not a person who can be ignored. You consider running for office? Now, whatever it is that you're thinking about, they're giving you the go ahead. It's in your hands, and it can be something good. 2022 is yours to make. I think they just told you. Okay, and Solemn Sun. You are our next one. Solemn Sun. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Really? Wow. So they have a lot to say tonight, guys. Because Solemn Sun, you've got 3. It's like maybe they were waiting to tell you some things. But here we go. Here's the first one. Learning is a treasure which accompanies us everywhere. Now the second one. A peaceful mind generates power. And now I'm thinking of Master Yoda. Excuse me a sec. Mm-hmm. A peaceful mind generates power. What is it? When you are calm, at peace, passion. Yes. Master Yoda. Okay, now there's one more. So Solemn Sun, this is the number 3 of 3. And if it'll come out of here. Yeah. Okay. The greatest patience is humility. Okay, let's put these together here. Learning is a treasure which accompanies us everywhere. A peaceful mind generates power. The greatest patience is humility. I think that's a pretty interesting picture to put together. Excuse me just a second. Yeah.
Sorry.
Here. That'll like it. I think Mama Sekhmet got you.
She does that.
Yeah. Now, learning is a treasure which accompanies us everywhere. The greatest patience is humility. A peaceful mind generates power. Yeah. That was what our last viewer.
Who is that for?
Their name is Solemn Sun.
Listen, that is them telling you, focus, you can do it, you've got all the tools. You're going to have to ignore some people, trust yourself, and go for it, full throttle.
But don't let yourself get caught up
Right.
in all the feedback.
Right,
I mean,
don't
keep
get
the patience
right.
and the peaceful mind.
If there's one thing I need to tell all of you, it is this. Do not gauge if you need to be doing something based on the approval of others. Most people closest to you, even the ones that love you most and have all your best things at heart, quote unquote, will never understand, agree, visualize, or be able to conceptualize the things that you are passionate about and love. You're going to have to carry that torch and fan that flame on your own, and you're going to have to learn from every mistake, celebrate every victory, and go forward like the world depends on it. Because one world does depend on it. Yours.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Yeah. And remember that the Netsuru, the gods are with you. I mean, that's you're here, you're tuning in. You found this, and you're, everything that you find, if you learn to listen, they're there. So and it's evident in the fortunes that we pull, and the things like that. So don't feel like you're alone because you've got them, and if you reach out, you've got us. All of us that are tuning in and participating and talking with each other.
Right.
You know, and
And we love you.
yeah.
We're
Okay.
family.
All right. And yeah, Kara says, I got a devil. See you guys later. Happiest of New Year's. May the Nurturer bless all of you and bring forth healing and peace. Absolutely.
To you as
And,
well, dear friend.
Yeah. Okay, so what I should avoid or what I should be aware of in the new year, like what kind of wisdom they may have. Well, I think you're just.
You already know that answer.
Yes.
You already know that answer. Trust yourself. Believe in it. Set your sights. Set your jaw and go for it.
All right. And Solomon says, thank you. That was very powerful for me. Sending love.
We love you.
Mm-hmm. Yes, what was that Yoda said about already know you that what you need, you know. But cool. Okay, well if there's any more requests or for prayers or for divinations, just let me know. And I know that we've had prayers for healing for people who are trying to get through COVID, for people that are wanting to start new things, new endeavors to better themselves this year, and we're with you. And
I want one.
oh, you want like a divination or a?
Yes.
Okay, well, since you're right here.
Shake it out.
Oh, you want me to shake it out for you?
Yep.
Okay. So shake it up. All right. Well, no, there we go. Okay. So this one is for Darren. And you know what? I may do one more after that, and it'll be for like everyone that can't tune in live. But this one is yours. You can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf.
Okay. Roger that.
All right. Well, I'm going to do one more. And this one is for everyone that isn't able to tune in right now. They'll be watching this, at a little bit later time. And so this is a message from Neith and Min and the next one for everyone. The greatest achievement is selflessness.
That one has some depth, and that may be different for each of you.
Yeah.
So I shall say nothing more than that.
Well, something that I immediately think of is you have to be careful because the way a lot of people will define being selfless means letting them take advantage of you.
Yes.
But, that's different from thinking beyond yourself and thinking of the bigger picture and how you fit in it. And how you affect others in your life, in your world, that kind of thing. There's a difference between that and,
Yeah, let me give of myself to the point where I have nothing left for me.
Right.
That's different.
Right. And so to think of it as an achievement, you know what? I'm suddenly thinking of something that Reverend Kanai, he wasn't bishop, he was Reverend Kanai,
right.
Told us, so many years ago, 15 years ago plus, when we went to a Buddhist temple in LA, and he explained that it's our spiritual growth is like being a kid and growing up. At first, you're told what are the rules? You don't do this, you do that. And then, when we're always asking for things when we're kids, but as we become adults, we get to a point where we're able to um, think beyond ourselves, being able to give, like to donate stuff. And when you get to a point where you can do that, because when you're just starting out, you can't.
Right.
But that comes with maturity.
And we're
So
not talking about materials. Sometimes it's most of the time. Remember, the greatest gift you can ever give anyone
is your time.
is the gift of your time.
Yeah. So, um, that may be what this is saying. The greatest achievement is selflessness. When you achieve a point where you can not be concerned about yourself, you can be concerned about others.
Right, and that can take a different form for all of us.
Yeah.
And that also doesn't mean that it's constant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but sometimes you got to recharge your battery before you can.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's for everyone. That's something for people that aren't getting to tune in live, and something to kind of get us started, in the new year. And we'll have more, in another week. So I think, I guess January 6th or 7th is going to be our next one. Next Friday, we will be,
Yep.
broadcasting again next Friday. So I'm going to read one more prayer for everyone, and then we will wrap up so we can all finish seeing in the new year. Hear us, O Ra, great Lord of Anu, and place your arms of blessing wherein all of those who are joining us. Let them rejoice in your bounty, and their hearts take joy in your kindness. Tell Neith and Upwo to open their ways for them, and may you protect them with your strong arm of compassion. For you are the All-Lord, the Lord of Ma'at. Holy and splendid is your name. Capri at dawn, Atum at dusk, Ra Horaketi as you rule the nine. Hail unto you, Atum. Hail unto you, Capri. You come into being upon the primeval hill. You shine forth upon the shrine of the phoenix in Unu. You breathe out Shu and Tefnut. May the giving of these offerings endure, as the name of Atum, foremost of great need, endures. May they endure as the name of Shu, Lord of Upper Menset in Unu, endures. As the name of Tefnut, Mistress of Lower Menset in Unu, endures. As the name of Gebet the Earth's Ba endures. As the name of Nut in the Shrine of Shinit in Unu endures. As the name of Osir, Kentiamentiu endures. As the name of Aset and Necheru endures. As the name of Sutek and Nubet endures. As the name of Horus in Pei endures. As the name of Wajit in Dep endures. As the name of Jehuti in Kemenu endures. As the name of Ra and Yaket endures likewise for eternity. It's fine. We had like an accompaniment of firecrackers as we were reading off.
How
That's
appropriate.
Yeah. So, oh, that's cute. Serena says, I had a strange dream about Seth that he gave me lemon juice for a prank, but I laughed because I actually like the lemon juice.
Well,
that's
he was celebrating with you. He was.
Well, wait a minute, Serena, you're pregnant, right? That might have been kind of a ha-ha.
Yeah.
Because, like...
Because, pregnancy can change one's taste, too.
Don't know.
If you thought you didn't like lemon juice, being pregnant, you might.
Don't know.
Your kid might not know.
Huh. Don't know, but but I think it's cute that, he was trying to prank you, and you're like, haha, no.
Because I've met more than one person that said, my mom used to eat this, and this when she was pregnant, and for some reason, I can't stand the stuff.
Huh.
You know,
Don't know.
and that was like her favorite food, and the kid can't take it.
Huh. I don't know.
I've also seen the inverse.
Yeah, you can also work the reverse. Now, I'll tell you what. There's what's funny is Mama-chan had a superstition. You know, this was a Japanese superstition that like if you put like a little pocket mirror against your belly, then the baby would be beautiful. You know, it's really fascinating some of the things. And now that apparently in Egypt, and this was up to pretty recently, some of the fellahin women believed that if they stared at beautiful things while they were pregnant, their baby would be pretty. And the author, who was an English woman, said she couldn't understand why all these pregnant women were like sitting there staring at her, but come to find out, it was kind of a compliment. They thought she was pretty, and they wanted their baby to be pretty like her.
Oh,
So yeah.
well then I need to send everybody a picture of you.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, anyway, I'm gonna do our closing invocation, but I have saved here, so you might want to just be aware there's going to be a loud pop, but I got one of our little you know, party poppers. But you have come in peace, O Ra. You have come in peace, O Neith, O Min, O Sekhmet, O Anapu, Mahes. You have come in peace, O Yunachiru. May you go forth in peace, O Ra. May you go forth in peace, O Yunachiru, to every place your immortal cause wish to be. May you sail in joy in the Manjet bark, and rest content in the Sektet bark. And may you smile upon us, your humble servants. And to everyone from the Kemetic Independent Channel, here's wishing us all a happy 2022. So now we got our little.
Happy New Year.
Yes, happy 2022. Yeah, I'm sure the microphone. Yeah, I'm sure that if we were recording, that would have totally peaked it out. But hopefully that didn't like blast out anyone's speakers. Thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, it's almost 10 o'clock here. It's probably getting pretty close to midnight for a lot of you guys already. Happy 2022. We love you, and we will see you next year. It's a big hugs to everybody. I spell your correctly. Much love, everyone. See you soon.